Good night. Greetings to everyone. Blessed night to all. Trust that my connection will be a little better tonight. It's still not looking the best, right? So I don't know why during the day I am getting good connection, several devices are on, and in the night when it's only the device that is being used for the live stream and the monitors. I don't know why at that time my connection is suddenly down. But anyone can join in the live tonight. The link is on the screen where you can enter the studio. Right, I wouldn't be taking calls, but you could click the link. You just need to make one click. You don't need to sign up, create any account or anything like that. Right, so you just need to sign up, give permission for your audio and video, and then you could choose to mute the video if you want, right? And when you are not speaking, you can also choose to mute your audio. So tonight it's going to be very short. I just came out of another engagement, and tonight I'm going to speak about students, online learning, and face-to-face learning. Right? By now, a lot of you would have seen the news, listened the news, heard about the news, right? And I am sure a lot of persons are still looking for clarity based on messages I've been getting. A lot of persons are still looking for clarity based on the news that they have heard and from the questions that are coming to me. Right? A lot of persons want certainty. A lot of persons share different opinion regarding what they have heard. Right? So again, any one of you can join the studio tonight. The link is on the screen and the caption. Um, Let me unpin the older post, right? Let me also add the link in the comments here. Right, so anyone can join the studio. And let me share some of the feedback that I have been receiving thus far. Some parents who have students that are jabbed, they are already raising concern that their children will be amongst unjabbed students. And then some teachers are raising concerns already that they will have unjabbed students amongst them. But you know, it was never a concern to anybody at all, apparently, that students and teachers were going to be amongst unjabbed teachers, right? So that is really strange. That is very strange that it's not a scene where you will be amongst unjabbed teachers, but the unjabbed students who can cause you no harm is suddenly one great concern, right? So that is such a difficult thing for me to understand at this time here. However, in spite of that, I think we have to look for what is actually making sense. And a lot of things can make sense, a lot of things will make sense. Let me share something here with you. Another thing, another concern that has come to me. Some of the parents who are unjabbed and have unjabbed children, as well as some of the parents who are jabbed and have unjabbed children, are afraid of having their children amongst children who are jabbed, right? Because a lot of information has been going around that the students and teachers who are jabbed now have the so-called virus. And one doctor said that everyone who took that jab will be tested positive, right? So a doctor said that in a private space. So I wouldn't say which doctor it is, but a lot of different information is going around and causing a lot of parents to be worried. So the parents of the are worried, as well as the parents of the unjabbed students are worried, right? And same thing is going on with teachers now. But the strange part about it is that teachers were not worried about unjabbed teachers, and suddenly the teachers are worried about unjabbed students, right? If you all can assist me with sharing this live stream, I will greatly appreciate it, because I am unable to share at this time. I came out from another engagement and had to jump straight into this because it's already minutes to 9. Right? So I'll be very grateful. Um, right now, as I'm saying that, I am actually trying to share it on WhatsApp here. But feel free to jump in the studio. Right? The link is there. Anyone can enter the studio and give your contributions. Give your thoughts specifically regarding school, online learning, and offline learning. So let me speak now about offline learning. And I am hoping that this is something a lot of people will be able to capture. This information that I'm going to share here, I am hoping a lot of persons will be able to capture it. Right? So I received some good news. And we always say seeing is believing. So I will say that let's hope the good news will be materialized. Right? Once it is materialized, we will say, well, yes, that good news has really turned out to be something good or something great. Right? Let me just drop the link in a few more groups, just about 4 more groups here quickly on WhatsApp. And I'm going to share what I interpret as good news regarding students who still only have the option for offline learning, right? And in that case, that will be from Form 3, go straight down, right? So we have been hearing about officers and social workers going into the homes of parents, and one of the words I heard would have been terrorizing parents and students, right? The good news I received is that, now listen me carefully, let me finish my sentence before I come to any conclusion. The good news I heard is that police officers and social workers are already visiting parents when their students are when their children are offline, and right, let me finish it. And what I'm hearing is that they are not going with any intent to terrorize parents, right? So based on information from persons within the education system that will go to the attention of the police will go to find out, okay, do these parents have devices? Do these parents have internet access? And in some cases, the officers are assisting through their own spaces. There are police youth clubs, and there are officers who come together and do little what we call it, charity work and stuff like that. So the information I've received is that the officers are using the opportunity they get to try and assist, to try and help the situation for some parents and students, right? So I'm seeing a comment here. I don't know if there's an update in this or what, but I am not able to put up the comment on the screen. All right, I think I will be able to do that here now. Right, this is an important comment here. And yes, some vindictive principles pushing that. Right? So, you know, when we have God on our side and we really praying and trusting God, a lot of things that are meant for evil just turn out for good. Right? And thanks to the police officers, wherever they are, who have decided to use the opportunity that they have to interact with parents and not just say, well, okay, we're going to come down on you, we're going to press charges, we're going to write up reports about this and that and the other. But they choose, from what I've heard, they choose to assist parents and students, right? So I am thankful for that. That is indeed good news. That is good news. So once again, you can join in on the live stream if you choose, right? The link is there, so anyone can join in the studio and you share your thoughts surrounding school online based on the information I received that I just shared here, and school that will be face to face based on what we have heard in the news, right? I am trying to not to repeat what the news has said because I personally have some thoughts due to the questions that came to me, the concerns that were raised, which I mentioned, right? I really want to speak based on that, not too much on my personal thoughts, right? But just to mention it, my personal thoughts will be school for one and school for all, right? And I personally still don't believe in what they call COVID. I will continue to believe that the symptoms people have is mask wearing symptoms, which is restricting the restriction of oxygen that causing respiratory problems, then the lack of oxygenated blood going to your brain causing other problems, seeing that the rest of your body need your brain to function. And then adding to that, the carbon dioxide and other toxic waste are causing further damage. And it's okay if anyone want to jump up on the live and share a different view, because my view is only my view, and it definitely cannot represent the entire country, right? I know other persons share that view as well, but it will not represent the entire country. So um, let me get this comment up. Parents are worried as well of the masking yes, yes, that was a concern that came also concerning children having to wear masks throughout the entire day, and some parents already decided they are not going to send their children to school to wear masks throughout the entire day, right? And I am hoping tutor will take a firm stance against that, not only for students but for teachers as well, because all human beings need to breathe oxygen, right? That is a must. That is not something that we should be guessing, right? And again, my view, mask wearing symptoms is not no C19 symptoms at all. So that's me there dropping some good news. That's all I really came to do tonight. And um, while I have 16 minutes, I will entertain anyone who want to jump in the studio quick to share a little thoughts, a little words on this topic. Right, the link is posted there. I think I could post it one more time in the comment section for those of you who just joined the live. Let me drop it in here quick and give you all the opportunity. Anyone joining through the studio itself, what you will need to do is give permission for your audio and video, and then you have the option to block off your video. And of course, you wouldn't mute your audio because you will want your contribution to be heard. Right? So, where did the link go? Right here it is. So, feel free to in the studio a bit. I think I should put the link up. Right, so the link is the comment on top there. So let me see what other comments I could respond to in the few minutes that I'm here. Okay, I'm not really seeing any questions. When was this? Not sure when was what, because I didn't see the comment at the time when it came in, so I'm not sure what to respond to for the when was this question. Let me put comment here up now. Right. So far, I am also taking I'm taking the word that officers wouldn't be entering schools with health workers to go and jab people, children in school. Right? Now, I am hoping that we could see that happening where children will go to school safe and come back home safe. But I am telling you all, for me personally, any officer and any health worker touch my child, right? I'm saying it, yes, on this platform, I'm saying it. I wouldn't look at it as a systematic thing, you know. If you individually thinking about your job and you're coming to touch my child, I will look at it individually and I will be coming at you individually with much vengeance, right? And now people will say here are taking thing and quoting it out of context, right? But people that say vengeance belong to God, right? Let me tell you something. The devil does use people to do his work, and God does use people to do his work. And people who make themselves available to do God work is the people who will do God work. I am telling social workers too, health workers, and any military worker that once you individually come at my child, be it at my home or anywhere, I will personally be coming at you and coming, right? As yes, I'm saying it right here on this platform, right? But what we would prefer is that we have a peaceful solution. We prefer that everything be resolved peacefully. And I am saying again, it's good news that I received officers who are already going to the homes of parents regarding students being offline. What I found out, which is good news, is that they are not going and terrorizing parents. Any parents who were terrorized, feel free to let us know which division you belong to, who came and who were involved and stuff like that to terrorize you for your children being offline, right? But the information we received that is very, very fantastic news is that the officers are taking the opportunity when um, informed of absenteeism by the principals or whoever again within the ministry, the officers are taking the opportunity to go to the homes, do a real sincere investigation, and they themselves are using their little groups to try and assist the parents and to try and assist the students, right? So some of the groups are assisting with devices, and some are assisting with both devices and internet access, right? So thanks to, and I know that one for sure, that one didn't make up that one, right? They didn't make up that one. In terms of the devices and stuff like that, there are police youth clubs and stuff that really going all out, and even some of the officers who usually come together amongst the batch and do little charity work and stuff like that, right? So let me see how much more minutes. 9 more minutes. Last one. Anyone who want to jump on in the studio here, right? The link is posted, and you have the last opportunity to jump, share something, right? They are going to bring persons to have an orientation into the school with the kids on the jobs. Okay, people, stop pretending you all know the truth, right? I personally cannot trust the Ministry of Education, right? I don't even like to hear the minister. I totally do not like to hear the Minister of Education, the Prime Minister, and the Minister of Health. I don't like to hear them at all. I would like to hear Alligator Hines, but I still rather hear he. I don't like to hear the opposition leader either. I don't like to hear them at all, right? But we have to be very, very mindful. We cannot let our guards down based on the information we are getting, because at the end of the day, the lives of our children are the most valuable. And when I say our children, I'm talking about my own, your own, those who we don't know, those who we haven't seen. Nayan said once the orientations, they can do the maths. We are all smart people. Orientation. Did I put up this here? All children at school must be protected from bullying. You know, I want to know what is the role of security officers. I could recall some years ago, I found out, not too long ago, just about 3 years ago, I found out that the officers, if something happened to a child, they have no responsibility there. It is not their duty to protect children. They are just there to protect the building, the property. And that, we confirm that. We have confirmed that. So I would like to know why we have in the education system officers with our taxes to secure buildings and not our children. That, I have to remind myself which platform I'm on and use the right words. That is pure foolishness. That is foolishness, right? The officers are being paid to to protect the car park, to make sure nobody go on and run away with it. They are being paid to make sure that nobody do take out the door from one classroom and go with it. But if something is happening to your child and my child and our children, the officers, that is not their business. If they intervene, is at their own risk and by a choice that they could decide to make. But that is not what they're getting paid for. So 4 more minutes. I'm seeing a comment. Yeah, let me drop it on the screen. I'm gonna drop this one first. And then I'll post up this one here. And I'll post up this one now. Right, let's look at this comment here. Did I click on it? This one. Parents are also afraid of that because in times past with regular vaccines, nurses vaccinated children without their child ended up having to be taken to the doctor because of an issue after that. Because let me see if I could see the rest of the comment. Only are learning these things today. Right? Because the parent told the teacher that their child was not to take the particular shot. Right, so I pin it back up on the screen here now. And yes, parents have been raising that concern. Right now, any parent who send the children out of school, it will be up to them. The same way sending your children to take a job was up to you, send them to school will be up to you because we not sure get a bunch of parents to sign an affidavit to make sure they now before we really go and end this live stream, let me share something with parents, right? I want to share something with all parents here now. Nothing wrong with signing affidavits, with signing petitions. But right now, I really don't want to see nobody send me anything to sign any petition and thing again on WhatsApp or Telegram or anywhere, and I'll say bye. All this set of petition and thing we signing is good enough. But we hiding behind a petition and in coming out there to take a stand when called upon, it's not going to work. It isn't going to work. Parents only need to get more serious than that. If all is seeking the best interest of all the children, get more serious than that, parents. Right? So it's now 9 p.m. and I'll end on that note. Parents, teachers, students, all citizens, persons abroad who may see this at some point, have a wonderful night. And tomorrow, as I said last night, tomorrow I have some things to say, some things to reveal, and I will be revealing them tomorrow. Okay? Take care. Bye.